Now, according to the Bible, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. In his mouth is full of lies. You've seen Donald Trump, the president of white people in America, lie on TV to you. He said, no, we're not going to get the working immigrants. We're only going to get the ones who are criminals. Only the rapists and the murderers. And then he gets on TV with, what's that whore's name? Caroline Levitt, whoever her name is. They said, oh, well, if he came in this country illegally, technically a criminal, we got to get him all out. Lied on TV in front of everybody, and white people see it. White people are calling it out on social media, and white people are calling them, white people, the average white person is now calling, the white people in the White House oppressors. I'm like, wow, where'd they get that from? We've been saying it the whole time, calling white people oppressors. And he was mad at us when we called white people oppressors, but now other white people are calling the white man the oppressor. No problem. Give the Lord a hand for turning everybody to the truth that he is an oppressor. No problem. Let me get Genesis 25 and 25. We're going to get some clarification of race in this Bible. Why we call them the devil. Why we point to white people as certain things in the Bible. Let's get it all out right now, right? We're going to get Genesis 25 and 23. God's words. Right? Genesis 25, 23, go.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Two what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
I thought God loved everyone. I thought there's no difference between nobody in the Bible. The Lord said in the Bible, he made 2 nations. Nations in the Bible means race. That's what nation means in the Bible, race. The Lord at this time in Genesis 25, he created 2 races in the Bible. Read.
And 2 manner of people shall...
2 what?
And 2 manner of people.
2 manner of people, meaning these people are different in their manners. The Lord did not make everybody the same. That's another lie that the Christian church has told you about God. That God made everybody the same. When God just said what?
And 2 manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels.
2 manner of people. God made 2 people different in their manners. And God said they shall be separate. He made them to be separate. But your church says everybody should not be separate. God didn't make nobody to be separate. But in the Bible, when we read the Bible, God said what?
And 2 manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels.
God said these 2 people shall be separate. We're going to see who these people are. Read.
And the one shall be stronger than the other people.
Oh, but we all bleed red. No, we're all the same, it's different color, but we all bleed red. God said, no, that's not true. That's not true what God said. God said what?
And the other people shall be stronger than the other people.
God said he makes one people to be stronger than the other people. Now, when I look around, when I watch basketball, when I watch football, when I watch boxing, when I watch tennis, when I see track and field, I see black people are stronger than white people.
That's right.
I see that. It's on TV. You all know it. You know, that's why you need the white hope. You need the white hope because God made one people stronger than the other people. You know why you need the white hope? Because you're hoping that the white man be strong.
Right.
And you was hoping it would be Donald Trump. And Donald Trump goes up and becomes the president and he shows himself to be a big idiot. That's what he shows. He acts like he's on tough. We're gonna go against Russia and we need a strong man in there. He has a meeting with Putin last week. And Putin goes up there and says, yeah, you Americans are so strong, but don't forget that we're not very far from you. We're actually neighbors. We share a border by Alaska. We can play sports. Putin said to Trump, we can go play sports in the Arctic North. And then Trump is over there looking like a small little baby. He's over there looking like a little baby, a weak little baby. And everybody knows that white people in America are afraid of black people rising. Why?
God, sir. And one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
There's a prophecy in the Bible. The prophecy in the Bible is that the stronger people are going to rule these weaker people. That's what God is saying in the Bible. So of course, right now the white man look like he on top. The white man look like he got it going on. He's rich. He got the stock market, which is all clumsy and fragile. He got the stock market. They got Elon Musk. They got Jeff Bezos. They got Trump. They look like they're strong, but in the Bible, prepare for this.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
That's why World War III is coming. World War III is coming to make you white people bow down to black people.
That's right.
That's what's coming. When all of their strength is gone, and you got no more guns and weapons and bombs, you gotta just bow down somewhere. We gotta dig you out of a hole somewhere until I get to work. And we're gonna wave big whips in our hands and a stick. And any Caucasian that complains, you're gonna get a whooping like you've never seen.
Right.
And we're gonna have it. We'll rip all of the books and records of your prisoners in this country. And we're gonna remind you to not complain about when you get beat, because you told us to not complain when we got beat by you.
Right.
Keep reading.
Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered.
So now remember the context of the story now. The Lord said he's creating two races of people in the Bible. One is stronger than the other. Keep going.
And her days to be delivered were fulfilled.
Now these two races are about to be born out of these babies. For those who don't know, a baby becomes a man. A man has children. Those children grow up to be a family. That family grows to be a tribe. And that tribe grows to be a race.
That's right.
You understand? That's how it works. That's how history works, young lady. History. Read.
Behold, there were twins in her womb.
There were twins in her womb. Remember now, these are the sons of Adam. Who believes that all people came from Adam? Who believes that all people came from Adam? Now we're reading the descendants of Adam. Read.
Verse 25. And the first came out red.
And the first came out red. Whoa, gotta put a color on that. We've never seen a real colored baby before, because everybody on the planet was brown. The Indians are dark brown. The Chinese were dark brown before the white man enslaved them with the British, took over Hong Kong. You know what I mean? All the Native Indians were dark brown before, this oppressor raped, pillaged, murdered them. Before they did that, South Africa, South Africa used to be a black country until white people went there. You see what I'm saying? All the Latinos in South America, they were all dark brown according to the images that they painted of themselves, until the white man, the Caucasian man, went down there and raped, pillaged, and murdered them. No problem. The God said that what? A baby came out what?
And the first came out red.
God said the first baby came out red. Here's the beginning of the red man, or as the Native Indian call, or as we call him in the South, the red-necked man. The man that gets hot in the sun. The man that got hot in the areas of civilization 2,000 years ago. 3,500 years ago. All right, keep going.
All over like a hairy garment.
This man gets hairy. This man is so hairy, he needs the Gillette razor to look civilized in public. He needs, black people, I don't know, man. I've never shaved, man. I've never shaved ever. I don't shave my hair, nothing. I do not shave. I'm not hairy. You know what I mean? Regular people are not hairy. But this man in the Bible, God said he was red all over and hairy like a garment. Read it again what God said. We're reading the Bible.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
And the Lord said this man came out red and hairy all over like a garment. Is this not the Caucasian man in the Bible? Is this not him?
That's right.
Now, if you say it's not him, then you got to come with an answer to say who he is. Because I don't see who else in the earth could be called a redneck. I don't see who else in the earth needed to make that Gillette razor. I don't see who else. But I've never heard of the Chinese razor. I've never heard of the Africans skin razor. I've never heard of that. But in the United States here, in this white country, you know what I mean? Invest in Gillette. You see what I'm saying? Invest in Gillette, because white people need it from Ukraine to Russia. You understand? Keep reading.
And they called him Esau.
And that is the forefather of the Caucasian man. His name was Esau in the Bible. Keep reading.
Verse 26. And after that came his brother out.
And after the Lord made the first white man, came his brother out what?
And his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob. Give me the Apocrypha. Give me 2 Nations 6 and 54. Right after that came out his brother, which means what? Of course, all people are related through Adam. But the Lord said he separated these people. These people should not be joined together in the Bible. And that's the life we live today. Because when we get around you, you get up high and we come down low.
That's right.
That's what happens. We become the first fired and the last hired. As a matter of fact, if we get a job and it pays well, you say we are now DEI hires.
That's right.
That's what happens when we get around you. While you tell us this Christian garbage that all people got to come together, but we come around you and we get shot by your police. That's what happens when we come around you. For driving a car. For, you know, you ask me a driver's license, you pull out a black wallet, oh, we got a gun. Pow! Black man shot. What's his name? Philano Castillo. Come on, man. You know, in New York, just get it, man. You know what I mean? You sell cigarettes is okay. A black man sells cigarettes on Staten Island called, what's his name again?
Eric Garner.
Eric Garner. All of a sudden, white people gonna pound on him like an animal. Like they're trying to take down a bear. You know why you white people have to pound down on Eric Garner? Because one people shall be stronger than the other people.
That's right.
That's why. You've seen the evidence all your life. But your Christian pastors and your religious leaders did not show it to you in the book of God. No problem. If you want to learn about the Bible, come over here and get a flyer. You want to know about God, you're gonna come here and get a flyer, because if you never heard of us, you don't know God. Straight up. You don't even know what God is like. You don't even know why you exist with the living that you have as a black man, as a black woman. Please, go on. Go ahead. Let's get some more of this Bible. King James Version, read.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Well, the Lord made Adam, read. We all come out of him, read.
Of him come we all.
We all come from Adam, yes, read.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Hold on now. Are you telling me in the Bible there's a people that God chose? I thought God loved all people. I thought we all the same. In the Bible, there's a people that God chose. Read.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
For the chosen people, God made the planet for these chosen people. The chosen people are right here. First of all, the chosen people is not everybody, because you got all people and then you choose one. The chosen people are right here on the sign right here. Judah, the Negroes, the West Indians, the Haitians, all of the native Latinos, and the native Indians. And that includes the Mexicans. According to the Bible, they're the chosen people of God in the Bible, and you've never heard of it. You hear us reading this Bible, and you will disagree with God, but turn around and say you love God, but you don't like anything that God says. Keep reading.
Verse 56. As for the other people,
which are not the chosen, read.
Which also came of Adam,
who also came out of Adam. And God made these people who also came out of Adam. Read.
Thou hast said,
God has said this,
that they are nothing.
God don't care about them. That's why World War III is coming, to destroy your people that God don't care about. Here's another thing too. Right? You look at history right now, right? And Egypt is a desert right now, because God loved those chosen people. God loved those chosen people, and he did not care about those Egyptians. That is a fact. You see what I'm saying? Here's another thing too. Here's another evidence that God loves these Mexicans. right? Because God, right, God saw, through all this, pick up that sister right there. God saw these oppressors harming the Mexicans, and God sent floods on those ICE families' homes in New Mexico, in Texas, and those floods only harmed white people. There was not one Latino hurt in those floods that God brought. It's in the West Coast.
That was a sundown town in Texas.
God brought floods to sundown towns, but He did not bring any floods to the ghetto, the black ghetto, the Latino ghetto, or the Native Indian ghettos. God saved us and hurt them just like He did the Egyptians. Just like He did the Egyptians. No problem. Let me get His Donovan Bible Dictionary right here. By the way, black people are not Africans, right? Get me ham in there, right? Please. That's the water. All right. We're gonna get some dictionary, right? Because apparently, right? We're called colored today. We're called African American today. Before we get there, why isn't God, if the Jews are the real Jews according to the Bible, why doesn't God make any moves for them? Why are they making all moves of guns and politics? Why isn't God making any moves for the Jewish man in Christ? When people hurt Him and talk against them, Hulk Hogan died 10 years to the anniversary that he made a racist comment about black people. Being the real Jews. God killed him 10 years to the anniversary of the date. God killed Hulk Hogan for what he said about the real Jews who are black people.
That's right.
But people all over the world are complaining about anti-Semitism. God don't make no moves for Jewish people, for anti-Semitism. God doesn't make any moves for people who talk against Jewish people. But Hulk Hogan opened up his big mouth, his big white mouth against black people 10 years to the date he died. Happy anniversary, Hulk Hogan.
That's
Happy
right.
anniversary.
That's right.
All right, there you go. And don't worry, white people. There's an anniversary coming to you too.
Right. That's right.
There's an anniversary coming to you too. If you don't believe me, believe Hulk Hogan. Just ask him. Just give him a phone call. Just try. You know what I mean? Hey, this is Hulk Hogan. Hi, this is the voice of Hulk Hogan. I am dead. Because I talked about black people 10 years ago, and I made a mistake that I never should have did that. No problem. Let's get the Bible dictionary. This is Zondovan's, world recognized scholar of all things history and the Bible. Read.
Ham, in the Zondervan Pictorial Dictionary, Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Now we just talked about Noah and the sons of we just talked about Adam, right? And the sons of Adam coming down to Noah. We're talking about the sons of Noah here now. Read.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Ham is the youngest son of Noah. In the flood of Noah, all people died. Everybody today are children of Noah, right? Read.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
So after 96 years of the flood, his three sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, go out to repopulate the earth after the flood of Noah. Read.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor.
He became the progenitor. Progenitor means the forefather. This is just fancy white words to say forefather, right? White people always gotta be so difficult with things. You gotta go to a court and they're talking about some affidavit. What are you talking about? Why do you just talk English, brother? Right? Well, he's not my brother, right? You know what we mean, right? He's talking about some affidavit. Come on, brother. Right? Read. I'm talking to the brothers here, right?
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the forefather of the dark races. Ham became the forefather of dark people in the earth. Read.
Not the Negroes.
What? Not the Negroes. Hold up now. There's a difference between Negroes as a dark race and the other dark races, according to white scholars. Read.
But the
Egyptians, one African people that were in the north. Read.
Ethiopians,
the Africans of the east. Read.
Libyans,
the Africans in the north, what is that? The northwest. Right? Read.
And the Canaanites,
the Africans of the south. And but
not the Negro.
But not the Negroes. Now this is a book. Now we didn't make up this book, right? You know, we could afford to make, you know, Zondervan type records in the earth. Zondervan is scholars. Let's look at Zondervan is rich white families, y'all. Rich white families, and they got all these sources and their money pushed forward to do the research, and they came to the conclusion that Ham, the forefather of dark people in the earth, the Africans, are not related to the Negroes that they enslaved. That's why they bought you and left them. That is why you are here and they are there. That is why the Africans come around you and they don't hang with you, because you are not family to them. But they are willing to reap all the benefits of you thinking that you are family to them. And with that, I pass the class show. We are the Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting on 1 West 125th Street. We have a school in Harlem, 2279 3rd Avenue. The door is on 124th Street. Come and learn the Bible, learn your true history if you are Negro, Latino, Native Indians. That's my time, Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one